What is up, party people? What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cough Country. I hope you're having a good 420. Hope you're lighting up somewhere you like with somebody you love. We're having a good time here at the Cough Country studios. Philly Phil, TJ are here. They're hitting the dab rig. We're having a good time, man. If this is your first time ever joining us, you are stepping into Cough Country, baby. This is your home, your center for all things cannabis culture. We cover it all here. This is your one-stop shop. You're watching the news right now, Cough Country News. You're looking at your guy, Steve, with the news. You know who it is. Try to pretend like you didn't. And around here, guys, it's always no sticks, no seeds, just news. We cover the cannabis news, keeping you up to date on your world and what's happening in it. So definitely subscribe, follow. We're going to keep you up to date in weeks going forward, months going forward. We're your best new news buddy. So definitely check us out, guys. We're bringing in this 420 hard. We got some real news for you today. We got guests coming in. We got shows happening. We got the whole deal. So we're going to start off today with some real news. I'm going to tell you about the history of 420. Where did it come from? How did we get here? Why does everybody know what's going on with 420? These guys right over here. I love it. I love it. Then we're going to check in with Johnny B. He's coming from Scottsdale, Arizona. Big cannabis entrepreneur, OG guy. Been in the game for a minute. We're going to see how he's ringing in 420. I'm pumped about that. And then we get into the nitty gritty. Some real news stories. We got to keep you up to date. That's what we do. We do the news, baby, and we do it good. Try to tell me we don't. We do it really good. We're starting off with Nebraska. These guys are trying to put 100% tax on CBD. 100%. That's absolute wild. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to dive into that. It's a little crazy. We'll get into it. Then we are going over to the FDA. The head of the FDA is out there saying that there's no reason the DEA needs to delay any kind of rescheduling decision. Some bold words coming from the man, Robert Califf. I'm going to tell you more about what he said. We take a little break, then we're going to go on, and we're going to cover, what are we covering, Phil? Juicy Fields. There's a big scam artist going on in Spain, and they're crushing those guys. Be careful with your marijuana money, people. I'm going to tell you what happened there. We're going to round that out with a little bit of Buddy Biden. Hey, he's got you. Biden wants to dub for April, the month of 420, Second Chances Month. Really cute, really adorable. We're going to dive into Biden's little strategy there. We're going to come back. We got Harlem Reporter in the house. He's calling in, showing us how he's celebrating 420 up there in New York. The real Harlem Reporter, covering the people's words on the street. And finally, we're going to round that out. We're going to round out the night going over to Late Night Green with Philly Phil and TJ. We get a little snippet of their show. They're going live tonight for the first time ever. Right after the news, you're going to want to check that out. Don't go anywhere. It's the Late Night Green is Cough Country's panel-style talk show, always live, talking to the real people of cannabis. Anybody who's anybody and everybody who is anybody. They're all coming on the show, and we're going to hear from everybody. So, guys, what do you think? I think it's 420. I think we get into the news hard, Cough Country style. Yeah, bang, 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 bang. Let's get into it, guys. Ooh. Shift over here. Oh. All right. So yeah, we're going to go right over to the news. We're going to sit us down, and I'm going to tell you about the origins of 420, the Waldos, where they came from. I'm pumped about it, guys. It's going to be good. It is going to be good. All right. All right. Welcome to the Cough Country News Set. Doesn't this look good?
From the Cough Country News Desk, it's Steve with your cannabis news.
What a genteel man. I'd love to meet that guy one day. He's got the air of quality about him, All right, guys, let's get into the news. You're here for that. So where did this whole 420 thing come from? It's hard to find anyone this day and age that doesn't know what 420 is. They don't know that it's the national holiday of the marijuana toker, the smoker, that midnight toker. So everyone knows about 420, right? This 420, where have we gotten to at this point? 24 states have legalized cannabis, including Guam and DC. In Canada and Mexico, it's all legal. There's a bunch of other countries all going through their legalization processes. So how do we get to this point where we're all unified under this banner of 420? Everybody knows what's going on, and they know, but how did we get here, There's been rumors coming out the wazoo as to how all of this came about. There's some interesting ones in there too. A lot of people think it's the 420 is the police code for marijuana smoking in progress. It's actually not. I think 420 is barring access to a public land or something like that. So police code is not the way it is. Some people say there are 420 active chemicals in marijuana. And they're actually pretty close. It's somewhere between 400 and 500, but there's no way they knew that back in the day. So it has nothing to do with 420. That's not it either. Oh, the Bob Dylan song. Really funny, actually. This one I like. So Bob Dylan's song, Rainy Day Women, number 12 and 35. That's the one that goes, everybody must get stoned. So he's talking about getting high, doing all that stuff. And what does 12 times 35 equal? You guessed it, 420. So that comes together. I like the conspiracy theory of it. You get gold stars for that, but wrong again. There are a bunch of people's deaths have been attributed to it, like Bob Marley. That's the big one. Everybody's saying Bob died on 420, so we got to light up in celebration. That didn't happen. Bob Marley died on May 11th, so easy one to debunk, so nah, nothing there. And a weird one, Hitler. Hitler's birthday was actually April 20th. That's a real coincidence. And I don't know, maybe it's an FU to Hitler's lighting up, but I'm going to check that one off the list. Definitely a no-go there. So the real story comes in Marin County, Northern California in 1971. So 5 teens who went to San Rafael High School back in the day started a new ritual where they would meet outside at the Louis Pasteur statue on the school campus every day at 420 and burn one. So 420 was the time they could actually get there after extracurricular activities let out. You know, football gets out at 4. I'll meet you at 420. So that's how that came about. And then they called themselves, actually, affectionately named the Waldos, because they sat up against a wall every time they smoked. So, you know, they were the Waldos. Very cute name. So the original Waldos were Steve Capper, Dave Reddix, Jeffrey Knoll, Larry Schwartz, and Mark Gravich. Salute to the OGs back there. But these guys weren't playing a game of, puff, puff, pass, and go home. No, they were in it for the long haul here. As they were getting elevated, they were known to hop in their 66 Chevy and go on high adventures they call Waldo Safaris. Probably the most famous one, the one that got them going, was the treasure hunt for the lost field of weed. And it sounds like a stoner movie, but no, it was really happened. So Waldo Steve, he got a hold of a treasure map that was given to him by a friend who had a brother who was in the Coast Guard. And he was secretly growing weed out in the woods somewhere, but he thought his commanding officer was going to bust him. So he gave the map to his buddy, his little brother, said, if you and your friends can find the field, you can harvest it. I'm not going near it. So the Waldos got a hold of this map. They're lighting up, and they're off on the hunt for this lost patch of cannabis. It looks like they never found it, which is kind of sad, but it's a good story. It sounds like fun. They got on all other kinds of hijinks and all that. But later, years later, Dave's brother, who was good friends with the Grateful Dead bassist, Phil Lesh, hooked him up with a job as a roadie with one of his other bands. And as he's going around, he's dropping that 420 knowledge, getting them hooked on it. And the bands and all the roadies and everybody, they're picking it up. So 420 starts getting spread around in Deadhead communities. And by the 90s, Deadheads are embracing it. They're flying under this 420 flag. They even made this flyer that went out that said, smoke 420 on April 20th at 4:20 p.m., trying to get everybody to smoke together. And High Times magazine actually picked the flyer up and they ran with it. They published it. They started using 420 monikers and names and lingo. And by the late 90s, everybody across the world, it was a phenomenon. They were even doing little periodical pieces on the originators of 420s, the Waldos themselves appeared in High Times at that. So that's how 420 came to be, as you know it today, and why we all celebrate it. So we're actually going to check over to Johnny B, who's coming from Arizona right now, one of the OGs of cannabis. He's been doing it for a minute. He's an entrepreneur. And this man is celebrating 420. He's taking a break from his 420 celebrations to come in and tell us what's going on. Do we have Johnny? We've got Johnny B on the line. Little Cough Country water for you. The mug, the souvenir mug. Oh, we might not have Johnny B. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Johnny B's got things to do. He's going to a biker bar today. Yeah, this dude's celebrating 420 at a biker bar. Johnny B, you might know him. I'm going to bring this up if he comes on. But Johnny B actually, you might have seen some of his products on our commercials. He's got Puff Pals and great dog toys. Definitely check him out. They're durable. It's like that Kong rubber. It's not going to break. They can't mess it up. But yeah, this guy's a great entrepreneur. I hope he gets to come on because yeah, he's got a really interesting story. Yeah, he invented this the dugout. You know, the one hitter. He put teeth on it to kind of grab that cannabis that's in the bottom. I think that's a brilliant idea. But yeah, so we just got a few technical difficulties, but Johnny B is on his way. If you guys are watching right now, let us know in the comments how you're celebrating your 420. Yeah, maybe you'll, if you want to come on to Late Night Green, we can probably get you there. Oh, I think we got Johnny. What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, you're looking good. You're looking good. I like it.
What's up, Steve?
What's up, man? Turn your phone sideways if you can. I don't know. Yeah, you're on your phone? Yeah. Oh, look at you. You're filling that screen. What's up, man? Oh, is this your garage?
That's my garage.
Oh, you got a nice car back there. I like that. Oh, what is oh, man, you're stacked. You're stacked. You're showing off. You're showing off. So, Johnny, how are you celebrating 420 this year?
I am busy as hell, man. We did a huge event last night in downtown Phoenix. It was called Buds-a-Palooza, and there were 8,000 people there. It was a blast, and we finished up about 2 a.m., and then this morning we set up at the Roadhouse Biker Bar in Cave Creek, Arizona, and so we're up there all day and night, and I'm on my way to do another event at a comedy show, and then back up to Cave Creek to finish off the night.
My God, man, you're a working man in the cannabis right now.
Yeah, this no holiday for me.
Yeah, wipe that sweat off your brow, my friend. You got to look good. But so you're celebrating at a biker bar. What you doing up there? You selling your wares?
I've got my kind of like my mobile smoke shop on wheels up there. It's all my brands, No Goo, the silicone stuff, and Puff Pals pet toys, the new 420 dog toys.
Oh yeah. Tell me more about the No Goo. Tell me more about that.
No Goo was the first silicone dab jar, like 8 years ago, 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And we created the dab jar and just kept adding more silicone products to the brand, and that's been going great. And
that's awesome, man.
My first one was the Digger one hitter, which was the for the dugouts, and we patented the tip with like a grinder tip, so it wasn't that flat old school one hitter, and it works a million times better.
I was telling these guys earlier, I thought that was brilliant. That's a great idea.
Thank you. That's been a fun one. And so yeah, those three brands. And then I sell all kinds of other.
I didn't touch on Puff Pals. Tell me about that.
Puff Pals is our new line of dog toys that are shaped like bongs, pipes, and joints. They're funny as hell.
Oh, nice. There was one.
And they're really tough. We make them at one of the factories that makes the best brand dog toys, and they've been great. We're selling them all over the world.
Yeah, there was a couple at the studio. I mean, I was beating Phil with it. It actually hurt him. Bam! Like,
yeah, they're pretty rugged.
Yeah, they're rugged, man. They're rugged. Actually, I want to ask you. I want to get one of those dugouts. Where do I get one?
www.thediggeronehitter.com.
Thediggeronehitter.com. Can I get all your stuff there?
Well, no, just the Digger stuff there, and then the toys you can get at www.puffpals.com. That's PUFFPALZ.com.
Nice. So you're gonna go off to this biker bar, man. How you feeling? Like, that seems like a pretty tough, rough and tumble crowd. You ready for that?
Oh man, last 2 weeks ago we did Bike Week here in Arizona, and there was probably 20,000 bikes that came into town for it.
Wow.
And I'm into bikes too, so it was great. And they asked me to do a booth there, and it did much better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
So now we're doing. So they asked us to come back for 420, so we're there today. But now I'm going to start doing more biker events because they're cool people. They're into it, and really just great crowd of
Yeah.
people.
Man, I'm getting the vibe. It's just tough demeanor. Everybody's a teddy bear, you know? Yeah, just everybody
No,
puffs a little bit.
nah, they're cool as hell, man. They're just cool people. It's really fun. So
Amen.
I've and they're big into the 420 stuff. So it's a good mix.
Dude, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you're having a good 420, dude.
Thank you, thank you. And it's hot as hell. It's like 95 out here today, so it's been
95.
warm.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're going to need that bike. Like, you need that for open air cooling.
that's
Yeah.
right.
All right,
Two-wheel
man.
therapy.
All right, man. I'm going to let you get back to it. You got to get back to that biker bar. Get them set up with the Puff Pals.
Right on.
Happy
Thank you.
420,
Happy
Johnny B. Happy 420, my brother.
And Phil
You
saying
too.
in the
We'll talk
back,
to you
happy
soon.
420, man.
See you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Appreciate it, man. All right, guys, that was Johnny B. Thanks so much for coming out, man. We're just going to take a quick break. I'm going to stretch my legs, get my news muscles. You don't want to pull a news muscle in the middle of a broadcast. It's not good. We're going to be right back. 30 seconds. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. Whew.
And this is cannabis. When you put them all together, you've got medicine.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. See, 30 seconds. I got stretched out, and now we're going to get into the news, the real heart of this stuff. I know calm down, calm down. I know you're excited. Jeez, news is happening right now. All right, guys. So the first story we're covering, so Nebraska. I found out Nebraska has got a bill moving through their Congress that's actually got a lot of support, and they're trying to tax CBD and hemp products at 100%. 100%. Guys, that's literally twice the price, 2 times the price, and all of that is going to the government. And for what? For what? They're using this tax to reduce property taxes in the state. So I will give them property taxes are high. They're something like the 7th highest in the country. So yeah, it's an issue. It needs to come down. And the governor has promised to reduce those property taxes by 40%. So that's a big cut. And their legislature is notoriously anti-cannabis, right? So where are these budgets? Where's this budget going to come from? They're going to pay for it with one of the biggest tax increases in Nebraska history. 100% tax on CBD and Delta 8. It's absolutely ridiculous. Now, I will give them, they're also raising taxes, granted, albeit at a lower level, on other things like candy, cigarettes, soda, cigarettes, I said that, lottery tickets, all the vices, all those fun little vices. But I will give them, they also want to drop property taxes or drop taxes on residential utilities like gas and electric. And I'm all for that, man. Yeah, don't tax the people for necessities. That's real stuff. Let that go. So I support that. But on top of these real things, throwing 100% tax on CBD just seems a little bit punitive. It's like I'm really trying to drive CBD and hemp into the ground. And they say they're trying to make money off it. So it's not really making sense. So let's take a look at Nebraska. Nebraska, decriminalized, right? It is a decriminalized state, but only kind of. So if you get caught with under an ounce for the first time, they're just going to give you a fine, let you go, right? But if they catch you again and again, twice, 3, 4 times, now all of a sudden they can throw you in jail for as much as they want. So just like it was before. So decriminalized, but only a little. And Nebraska is one of the very few states left that absolutely refuses to acknowledge marijuana in any way. No legal, no medical, no nothing. Their government is very adamantly anti-cannabis, and they're all about it. But in this very illegal THC state, Delta 8 THC is the big thing. Everybody loves it. It's all over the place. So how did that happen? How in an illegal state is Delta 8 okay? So Delta 8 is actually made from hemp, right? So thanks to the 2018 Farm Bill that the United States government passed, hemp was legalized. So as long as the plant only has CBD, no THC, it's a completely legal plant. So by doing that, they kind of inadvertently legalized CBD. And the loophole they opened up there was anything made from CBD was also going to be legal. And Delta 8 is, what do we say? Made from CBD. So Delta 8 is technically federally legal no matter where you go. In fact, they're saying it's so legal that kids can just walk into a gas station and buy something that can make them high. And senators are mad as hell about that. They've been trying to put a ban on Delta 8 for a while now. They're doing everything they can to get rid of the stuff, and they just can't ban it because marijuana laws might be handled by the state, but hemp laws are managed by the federal government. So the state doesn't like it. Tough cookies, man. It's legal. So it seems like this is a move for the senators saying, hey, if we can't ban it, we're going to make it twice as expensive and absolutely drive this thing into the ground. Because those are your two choices. Either you want to make money from this 100% tax on CBD, and 100% tax is pretty much like putting Lassie down. Bang, sorry girl. Because if you put a tax on that, it's going to absolutely kill the industry, so you're not going to make any money for these tax cuts you want to make. But if you really just want to kill hemp, kill CBD, kill anything cannabis, that's what this looks like. This is the way to do that. And the governor loves it. He says, thank you for delivering a once-in-a-lifetime transformational property tax relief. But a few senators aren't buying this. They think it's ridiculous. They don't want to jump on board for the largest tax increase in Nebraska history. There's also grassroots organizations that are trying to bring the legalization vote to the people. You know, like in Ohio, in Florida, skip the government entirely, get rid of them. There's also a poll that says 70% of Nebraskans are supportive of at least medical marijuana. So everybody is there for it, except for the government. And they're pretty clear about it. Legalization poses demonstrated harms to our children. That's their opinion, blanket bar none. And with the Attorney General suing all these legal businesses, police targeting motorists coming from legal states, and a government 100% unwilling to recognize any form of marijuana, this 100% tax hike is really just sticking it to the cannabis industry, and that's all it's doing. Guys, elsewhere, we've got the FDA. The head of the FDA is coming at you. You know what he's saying? He said out loud to the world, there is no reason that the DEA needs to delay their rescheduling process at all. So the government kind of came at him, asked him for more information. He says he doesn't know why there's a delay, but if he was going to guess, he would say that there are a lot of regulations they need to consider. He also dropped a hint that the DEA might be splitting marijuana up into medical marijuana and recreational marijuana, and only rescheduling one of them, which is definitely going to put delays and complications in there, so that makes sense. Now, the main man, Robert Califf, I don't know, man, this just sounds like a bad alias for Robert California. I know it's you, buddy. I can see you there. I believe it. But Robert Califf, he spilled all this in a hearing that was run by a Kentucky Republican, where they absolutely ripped into this guy and the FDA for not stepping in and regulating hemp and Delta-8 products more strenuously. They're also saying they're being unscientific with a recommendation for rescheduling, and they're causing all sorts of chaos by just standing on the sideline. But I like this guy. He just fires right back at him. He says, all right, guys, look, the FDA is like a referee, okay? And the referee needs a playbook on how the game is run. And guess who writes the playbook? You do, buddy. So if Congress wants us to step in and actually regulate this, they better tell us how they want us to do it, because they have no way, absolutely no way to regulate hemp products. They don't have any of the know-how about CBD or anything else cannabis to do it. So the FDA, right, they regulate food and medicine safety. That's their job. But half the time, cannabis is medicine. Half the time, it's not. Half the time, it's food. Half the time, it's not. When is it safe? When is it unhealthy? How much is too much? When is it good? They just don't have the answers to any of these questions. So Congress is going to have to lead the way here. So it's been about 6 months since the FDA and the HHS kind of got together and said, hey guys, look, cannabis really shouldn't be on a Schedule 1. Shouldn't be a Schedule 1 substance. So Schedule 1 by definition has no medical value at all. So the FDA is just kind of stepping in saying here, they did their research saying it obviously does have medicinal value. So they put, and it shouldn't be a Schedule 1 substance. It should be moved to Schedule 3. So they boxed that up in a little report, sent that over to the DEA, and they're now forcing them into making a decision about where marijuana should be scheduled. And Capitol Hill in its entirety is just beating their door down for answers. They want answers, and they are not being patient about it, especially the Biden campaign, who is relying on rescheduling to win them votes. His campaign isn't doing great, and marijuana is giving him a boost. But Robert Califf, he keeps coming back saying, let me remind you that moving cannabis to Schedule 3 does not put cannabis on the market in the U.S., okay? Just differentiates it from heroin. That's all. And I think he's got a point there. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick another break. We got some more stories for you. I'm going to take a drink of water, wash this news down, and we'll be back with more for you in just a second. Don't go nowhere.
This is cannabis. And this is cannabis. And this is cannabis. And this is cannabis. When you put them all together, you've got medicine.
All right, guys, welcome back. We got more news for you. I'm stretched. I'm ready to go. This water is great. Have a Cough Country mug. It's lovely. So we're going over to Spain, where there's been a huge marijuana Ponzi scheme, probably the biggest one they've ever found, where nine people have suckered people from over 35 countries into dumping their money into the biggest scheme that the marijuana industry's seen so far. So these guys came together, they made this company called Juicy Fields, right? So they promised to use investor money to finance the cultivation of community cannabis plants. A crowd growing platform, if you will. It was actually a pretty cool idea. Like you could either put your money in and they would grow you a specific strain that would be your plant. They would raise, cure, and send over to you. Or you could just invest more traditionally, like money in, money out. But they were promising these absolutely wild and crazy returns on this, like over 100%. And guys, these guys went all out to sell it. They had hotel parties, music videos, luxury cars, planes, all in this ad. This was the advertising campaign right up here. It was this wild advertising campaign. They shopped around at international cannabis fairs. They even took some potential investors to legit legal cannabis plantations, cannabis farms, where they were actually doing the thing and they were getting a little kickback. But they were bringing them there saying, look, we're doing it. These are our cannabis fields. In fact, over 180,000 people from England alone got suckered into this whole thing. But their Wolf of Wall Street moment came to a crashing close recently when Spanish police, who led a coalition of police from five countries, including Interpol, arrested these guys all over the world. They were everywhere. I mean, Spain, Britain, Germany, Latvia, Italy, Poland. The main guy was in the Dominican Republic. These guys were everywhere. So cops seized property worth 2.6 billion euros. They got 106,000 euros of cash back. I don't know if that's really a dent in what they lost. But this is an example of like an extreme scheme that's been going on. Put a lot of money into it, high profile, and they operated without impunity for how long? I mean, it really makes you think how much of this is really going on under the radar that nobody knows about. I mean, these guys had the facility, the ability to sell everything and the kitchen sink. They could sell a dream on this stuff. But how many more people are willing to just give their money over nothing? Or they get scammed through an email or a phone call? Guys, this 420, keep an eye on your marijuana money. Do not throw it away. Not on 420. Not on 420, people. Just because it rhymes, marijuana money, 420. You can't throw it away. In other news, you know what we got? In other news, hey, Buddy Biden's coming your way. It's going to make it all better, yeah. So, I got Buddy Biden all over the place here. So federal agencies are scrambling to complete their review of cannabis in light of this potential scheduling change, moving from 1 to 3. And it includes the biggest reform cannabis has seen in 50 years. And the Biden campaign is kind of touting their role all over the place in kind of initiating that review. And the way he's handing out the marijuana pardons, the pardons for low-level possession offenses. In fact, he's so excited about marijuana reform that Biden has dubbed April, the month of 420, Second Chances Month. I'm excited about it. He's excited about it. We get a mulligan month, guys. We get a do-over. Let the purge begin. This month doesn't count. Yeah. All right, maybe he's not going that far. Okay, calm down, Steve. Calm down. He is trying to tell the world how his administration has been taking historic steps to end the failed war on marijuana and the marijuana criminalization, which has messed up so many lives, especially for those of black and brown people who have a tendency to be arrested and charged with marijuana crimes at a higher rate than those of other ethnicities. So he's touting his role in trying to change that. He's also ramping up his reform rhetoric going into the November election. His poll numbers have been lagging, and every time marijuana gets brought up, he gets a little boost, so he's pushing it. Like for the first time ever, he brought it up in his State of the Union address. So no preceding president has ever brought up marijuana reform in that before. Kamala Harris just recently did a round table on marijuana reform. Check out our video on that. Fat Joe was a nice, lovely addition to that one. But she straight up called out the DEA, said we need to legalize marijuana. Kind of put them on the spot, asking them to come around, do what you need to do, guys. A bunch of coalition of military vets, law enforcement groups, they're all the latest to join, pressuring Biden into that schedule change. We all want it. So lots of pressure moving up there. But even though Biden has declared April Second Chances Month in celebration of reform, rescheduling is not going to make marijuana any more legal than it is. Schedule 3 substance is just as illegal as a Schedule 1 substance. It's more of a psychological move, I would say. You know, saying marijuana is not as bad as we always thought it was. Check out our video right up here. Bam, bam. Go back and check out what it actually means for marijuana to be moved to a Schedule 3. We go into more depth. Really, the real benefits here are the 280E tax break. That'll help a lot of marijuana businesses out, and it would open up scientific research, letting our scientists actually figure out what is going on with all marijuana and actually giving our people an ability to control it. But in reality, this whole push for Second Chance Month is him just reaffirming what he's saying before, that no one should be in jail because of marijuana. All right, guys, we're gonna take a real quick break. We're gonna come back. We got the Harlem Reporter. We got a little treat from him, and then we're gonna check out Philly Phil and TJ over Late Night Green. Don't go anywhere. Coming at you.
This is cannabis. And this is cannabis. And this is cannabis.
That's pretty low. I'm going to change it back.
And this is cannabis. When you put them all together, you've got medicine.
Uh-oh. Hey, guys, welcome back. Hold on one second. Technical difficulties. Oh, my goodness. Oh, lordy, lordy. Okay, I think we got it. Hey, and we're back, people. Oh, the glory of live television. Battery's dead in mics, but that's okay. You can still hear my lovely voice. I know you can. So we got Harlem coming in. If you guys have never seen Harlem Reporter, this is a man that defies description. He's on the streets in New York, all around the world, the country, getting the real people's view of what's really happening. Harlem recently took a little trip to Maine. For that eclipse. Maine was in the path of totality. It was an exciting time. But Harlem doesn't sleep on the job. He was there to get some real reporting done, and he asked, where are all the black people in Maine? We got a little clip for you. You're going to want to check that out.
So right now, we going to go ask people around the town, why ain't no black people around here? Yo, so yeah, look, I don't see how many black people here. So look, I'm going to change to the Trump hat right now so I can blend in. So they can know I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm an American citizen. So I'm going to change right now. Listen, Maine's a beautiful place, good people. It just felt like I'm the only nigga here. You know what I'm saying? It's just effing. It's nice though. I'm right here with my main man right here. What's your name, sir?
Roger.
Roger, pleasure to meet you. I'm the Harlem Reporter. I came all the way from Harlem, New York, all the way over here to Maine. Different weather, different climate. I hate the snow, but I'm enjoying it here. So you're here for the clip, correct?
Right.
So I want to ask you, Roger, you've been here for a long time in life.
I live around and not far from here.
Okay.
I was born and brought up here in Maine.
So let's say, how many black people have you seen in Maine?
I mean, what?
How many black people have you seen in Maine in your whole life then? Am I one of the few that you've seen? I haven't seen no black people here yet.
Oh, I've seen a few.
You seen a few in your whole life here?
Yeah.
But why?
We had a family living not far from us.
Okay. And why you think there's not so many black people here?
I don't know. I don't know.
You
Too
don't know?
cold, probably.
Too cold. I could agree. And I want to know how many black people have you seen in Maine in your whole life?
In my whole life?
In your whole life, what do you think? A number 100, 50?
I don't know, 50 probably.
50. So I'm one of the few 50 that you ever seen.
Yeah?
Listen. Okay, so I'm with the beautiful people from Maine, correct?
No, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Okay,
In Maine,
perfect.
though.
Do you know what they call you in Maine?
We're assholes. And damn proud of it.
Damn proud of it. I hope y'all white right. So I'm the Harlem reporter, and I'm here for the Eclipse. I know you are as well, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. So I just got one question. Have you seen any black folks other than me here?
Not yet. We just got here.
So y'all listen, I know y'all play the lotto because y'all gonna win today because I'm
That's
the luck
right.
of the Irish.
Okay,
And I'm the only
great.
black person you're gonna see today. I'm looking for another one. I don't know if I come across him, but hopefully I'm from New York City.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've been asking people, why you think there's no black people? I know there's black people in Massachusetts, correct?
Of course.
And I know y'all love Big Papi too, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is our
city. This is
Oh, yeah, the fucking city, oh! That's how we do it, you see? That's my people right there, you know? All right, well, that's all I wanted to ask.
We're
Dave.
glad you're here.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm glad to be here. I love to be with American people. Look, you see my hat?
Make
America great.
You know, you're in the right country for that.
I gotta-
Don't go into Massachusetts with that hat.
I gotta blend in. I don't care where I'm at. I gotta be safe. I hope people have a wonderful day and God bless America.
God bless America. You guys had a great day.
I fucking love it. Harlem, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's good? You see me?
Oh, I see you, loud and clear, like you're right here in front of me.
Perfect. My man, I'm doing good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great. It's 420, man. You know, I
was
lit up
watching
before the
the
show
news,
for the
man.
first time. I don't do that. I lit up before the show.
How you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm accelerating. I'm going. I'm too much. I gotta calm it down. I put it in my coffee. I shouldn't do that.
Don't let the jitters take over you.
the Jesus is in me. Jesus is in me. So, man, how you doing 420 today?
I'm chilling, man. I'm taking it easy.
I
I'm
like
watching
that.
basketball games. I
Hey,
watched
that's.
the Knicks, spanked Philadelphia, so I'm sorry for Philly Phil, but
I
the Knicks-
don't,
the
I don't know if
Knicks on the
spanked
rise
is how
right
I
now.
heard it. I don't know if spanked is how I heard that.
Oh, no, we won. We spanked them. Nick win is a spank.
Every time, huh? Every time?
Every time.
They got that
Every
heavy
time.
mom hand, that bam, you know?
Listen, man, the Knicks is always heartbreaking, so them winning right now, it feels great.
Hey, I mean, I'm from Philly. I know about heartbreak. Don't try to hold that one over on me.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Man, but
Hey,
so
where the butt at?
so tell
talk
the bud's back there, man, in the dab station. We got to take the camera back there at one point.
That'd be
So,
good.
dude, did you see the clip?
Yeah, I did, of course.
You
It
did.
had me laughing.
It had me laughing too, man.
I enjoyed it. It was
So
nice.
tell me about Maine.
Maine was cool. I enjoyed it. The first week, the first night there, I ate some fish. It was really good. I forgot the name of it. But the second day, I went snowmobiling.
Yeah.
And first 10 minutes, my snowmobile got messed up. Smoke coming out of it.
Smoke
They
coming out
fixed
of it?
Yeah, it was smoke coming out of it. And they fixed it. Then we going on the trail. My shit still keep fucking up. And then me and Phil, out of nowhere, we with 4 people. So my joint just stopped working, stopped turning on and everything. 2 of the people I'm with just left. Me and Phil in the back, just waiting, trying to fix it. And usually the rule is that nobody stays behind. We was there for a whole hour fixing the whole snowmobile. And they
Was
never
one of you a
returned.
mechanic? Like what?
No, Phil was just trying to make it work. And luckily he got it. He got it to work. But then I fell in a hole like 20 seconds after. So now he has to get his snowmobile to pull it out with a rope. He pulls it out. Then after, cause I'm mentally tired. I fall in the hole again. Shit, it was a movie. I felt bad for Phil, but he got it out again. Then he rolling out. And he was like an hour and a half out from where we staying at. And we like 5 minutes out, and my joint just stops working after that.
That's
Luckily,
an
we
odyssey.
made it, but we was like a whole hour and a half out. It was a trip.
I don't know. I don't know if
a movie.
snowmobiling's your thing. I'll be honest with you. I don't know.
Nah, but I did it though. That's all that matters. I did it.
So did you find out why there's no black people in Maine?
Not necessarily. I feel like the only answer I could come up with is that it's too cold. If it's mainly all year round, it's like yeah, it gets warm like like every other place in America, like during the summertime. But it just looks like it's very cold. You got to drive everywhere, like in a good distance. I don't know if black people, maybe in history, they didn't make it that far to Maine. They made it to Virginia, they made it to Boston, but once they started seeing Maine, it was just too much snow and dirt. I don't think they made it up there. So, but the one that I met was pretty cool. It just like one of the kids that I met, he's like, he was excited, like, yo, every time I see a black person, I get excited because like, yo, what's good? And I feel him because like, you're the only person there. And see somebody like you, you should get excited.
Yeah,
But,
no, you did, right? No, it's got to feel good. That's got to feel good.
It always feels good seeing the people, but it's hard sometimes and rough. Like in New York, I feel like everybody mad at themselves, hate themselves, mad at everybody else. So it's different here. But I like that. Like if people could appreciate seeing people that just appreciate others. I feel like everybody would get along. It'd be nice.
Tell me about your hat. Your Maine camouflage.
My Trump hat?
The Trump hat. How'd that go? How'd that go over in Maine?
Drumpy.
My man Trumpy. So it was cool. Like for me, man, I wear that anyway. Anyways, I was just being funny about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. Now American Indian.
But you get reactions
some lady,
on that.
she got upset when I'm interviewing her. It's her birthday. So I'm interviewing her. She seems very sweet. Then afterwards, some guy was like trying to take off the camera, and when he took out the camera, she just started throwing a fit. Like, I just took my camera off. We just turned it off, and I don't understand what's going on. Then I guess I was told for someone that she got upset because of the Trump hat. Oh man, I didn't understand because it's like if I'm a colored person wearing it, that means I'm accepting it. So it's like it was just weird because she was talking about diversity and change and things should diversify. I just feel like people should just get together and just understand we all we all look different, but we all the same people. We all bleed the same color, and we all got to work for one another and help one another. It's just the reality of it. But
you're doing the Lord's work. You're kind of forcing that argument upon her. She's got to see it now. Like she probably doesn't have too many of those interactions,
But what they say sometimes, some dogs can't teach old dogs new tricks. Even sometimes you can't even teach a young dog new tricks because they really just not meant to be there. So I just hope the best people. I have faith in the good of people, but a lot of them just sometimes just suck. So I can't really say much for them.
Hey, that's the Harlem Reporter right there. So stick around. We're gonna check out the late night green. We got Philly Phil. Cool. We got TJ happening.
Yeah, stick around.
We're gonna kind of do a little preview.
Stick around.
So stick around. We're gonna be right back, and we're gonna do a little transition into late night green. We got a live one coming tonight. First one ever. Check it out. There's TJ.
Holla.
Yeah. So we got TJ over there. We got Phil transitioning in. What's up, TJ? How you doing?
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're looking good. You got that like high camera, the high angle right there.
Yeah, well, I like to be up front.
Yeah, that's that selfie angle right there. That you don't get the under chin. There's Philly Phil.
Yo, what's up,
Philly
boys?
Phil.
What's up, boys?
Phil in the house.
Oh, I could be heard.
All right.
I could be heard, man.
There it is.
Oh, my man. Okay, cool. Okay.
So my man,
Here we go.
Steve.
Turn around. No, face me. Yeah.
Yeah, we got everybody here.
We're here.
I like it.
My God. Oh, except for me. There we go. Hey, everybody.
Happy 420, everyone.
Happy 420, my man. Harlem Reporters in the house. You had a hell of a trip to Maine. You had a hell of a trip to Maine, didn't you?
No, it was cool. I enjoyed it.
I just heard Steve say that maybe you weren't cut out for snowmobiling.
I was gonna say it's a little racial, but
you fell in a hole. You fell in a hole.
I ain't saying that. I was being nice.
Yeah, and he's right, man. Harlem's right. When you go out as a group, you do not split up. And we had 2 people leave us. And we had a sled that broke, and it was a problem.
Well, think it had anything to do with the Harlem Reporter?
It had. I don't think it had anything to do with the Harlem Reporter. I was trying to give him a nice experience.
I did have it. It was a great experience.
So here's another thing you guys didn't know. In the video where he's asking why there's no black people. He decides he's going to start selling some glasses to people. He didn't sell one pair of glasses, man.
I thought you had one guy. I thought you had him.
Hey, $20 a pop. That's a hard sell.
Yeah, especially when they're giving them out free at the library, man.
Well, you got those eclipse glasses. That's like no, it's not the same thing, man.
Yeah, it's not the same thing. But I'll tell you what, man, he stirred that town up, bro. Straight up. He turned it up.
Looked like a good trip.
So, Harlem, your show's starting. It's coming up in the next week or so here. New set, new everything, right?
I'm excited. Yeah, of course. I'm ready.
I know you are.
Just
You're
ready
always
to show
ready.
them what we about.
As soon as he sees himself in the return video, he's ready to go. He's instantly like, I'm ready to go. Well, listen, Steve, we appreciate your coverage on 420. I think you're doing a fantastic job.
Hey, man, I'm pumped to see Late Night Green.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun. So I think it's going to be actually late night, but we're going to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
And, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're going to get a
Harlem
little...
might be coming back. We're not sure. We're trying to get him over to a spot.
Oh, I hear we might have Ben coming in, too.
Yeah, and as long as we're not too late for that, that's going to happen, too.
I love it. We're going to get into some smoking hijinks.
Sounds good.
We're going to get into something, man. It's 420. What are you going to do? We got to get into something.
But amen, man, amen.
All right.
But
thank you. Thanks,
yeah.
Steve. We appreciate it.
You got it, man.
You're doing a good job. Harlem, good to see you as always.
Yo, same here. Stay blessed, y'all.
You too. So, Steve, go ahead, wrap her up, man. We appreciate it.
Amen. And Phil, I just want to say before we go, thanks for letting me use that set for so long. I'm not going to say I did it better or worse than you.
This is why the chair's not feeling right.
I meant to tell you, I farted in each and every one of those chairs.
Yeah, he farted in my chair, man.
He's filthy.
It's a heat up.
Yeah, dirty man.
Harlem knew about that. Harlem knew about that. He was in that chair.
He kept it a secret.
Man.
Yo, you just pooped.
I'm too far. I don't know what's going on.
You don't sweat.
That's
You
what
blow.
you got to.
Right on. Come to think of it, we should have put him on here. We would have been like less backtracking. We're learning, man. We're just learning, Steve.
Hey, learning how to juggle.
Yeah, thanks for that intro, Steve. No sticks,
Stop
no
farting
seeds.
so much, man.
Just giving you what you need, my man.
Just news. That's right.
Right on. All right, man. Thank you. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys soon, man.
All right. Take care. We'll see you. Stick around, guys. We got Late Night Green coming up. That's going to be the first live show. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to be chatting. We're going to be hanging out just like you are for 420. Harlem is coming up. Really not going to want to miss that one, guys. I saw the whole video. It's absolutely hilarious. And Harlem's got to he's a man you got to see for yourself. But, guys, thank you so much for checking us out on 420. I hope you were having a great time, a safe time, wherever you are. Be sure you like, subscribe, and follow, guys. We do news every week. We got news stories for you. We're bringing people in. We're talking to people. We've got everybody and everything happening under one roof. And we're going to have more for you next week. So check it out. Like, subscribe, and follow. Tell your friends to like, subscribe, and follow. We're community. If you want to be a part of Cough Country, reach out to us. Tell us in the comments. We're always looking for good people, and we know you're one of them. So, guys, thank you so much. Enjoy your 420 wherever you are. We're going to be back in just a little bit with Late Night Green. So you're not going to want to go everywhere and anywhere. Why not? So keep that dial tuned to Cough Country. So this has been Cough Country News. No sticks, no seats, just news. I just want to say it one more time because it's fun. I like that. All right, guys.